Hey YouTube, it's Keezy again. I'm back as promised with my second video entry from my book review for Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man by Steve Harvey. Now, I'm just going to break down a little bit of what is going to go on in the video. It's going to be very simple. I'm going to read excerpts from the book of what I chose that I think was important, and then I'm going to say what Steve Harvey meant by it, and then I'm going to give my opinion added on the end. It's not that bad, right? Okay, so let's get started. One of the first points that Steve Harvey really wanted us to understand in this book is that men are simple and direct. Something that women find it hard to believe because we always think that there's another layer. There's something deeper. We want to dig deeper. We want to get to the bottom of the story. Well, Steve Harvey is here to tell you that men are just not like that. They're made up of three things: who they are, how much they make, and by what they do. Their genetic makeup is not the same as us women. And that's where we come at odds because we can't understand that their mind doesn't work like ours. Aside from them being simple and direct, another point that he wanted us to understand is that when a man is in love, you'll know he's in love because there are certain factors that play into when a man is in love, that once he shows it like that, you know your man wants you, he's down for you, and he wants to be with you. He's in love with you. And Steve Harvey liked to call it the 3 Ps. A man in love protects, provides, professes. What that means is once he starts to do these things for his woman, that he is truly a main protector. He wants to show that he's the alpha male, and he will do anything to protect his woman. He will not let her come into any harm, whether it be work, school, it doesn't matter. He's going to protect his woman. He wants to provide for his woman because as a man, what have you guys been told since you were young? You're going to be the man of the house. You got to bring home the bacon. You got to get the good job. You got to take care of your wife and your family. So what Steve Harvey is trying to make us understand is that this is something that was beaten into them from years and years and thousands of years ago, that the man is supposed to be the provider of the family. The next and last one that us females can relate the most to is he professes his love. If a man cannot profess his love, likely not in love with you, and you need to reevaluate the situation. What men need from us women: men need support, loyalty, which equals love, and the cookie. Now let's discuss that. Support. A man, he needs his support from his woman. He needs to know, motivate him to do better for himself. That type of support can only come and only be wanted from his woman. Loyalty, in Steve Harvey's eyes, equals love for men. Once you're loyal and you show that you're down for your man and you do whatever, he's dead broke with not a pot to piss in, and you're saying, "That's my man," Taye Diggs walks in and he tries to get with you, and you're like, "No, I love my man. I know his pockets are ripped and he got some high waters on, but that's my man." And once a woman can show that she's loyal to her man, they love it. I don't think some females, including myself, realize how much men actually need this. They need the cookie. Does everyone know what the cookie is? Because I'm putting it in quotation marks. Oh my gosh, this book is hilarious. The cookie obviously means sex. And men crave sex. Men need it. They want it. It's something innate in them that they cannot control. It's very physical. It's very feral. It just comes from within, and they just need to express that. It's not that hard. Like, you should be able to have sex with your man, because if you don't want to have sex with your man, then maybe you should reevaluate why you're in the relationship with him in the first place. It's something that it's just a part of being in a relationship, to express yourself physically. And what Steve Harvey is saying is that men can only go so long without sex before they start looking for it in different places. Just like if he don't give you what you want, you're going to find it out there. Vice versa. You don't give him what he wants, he's going to find it out there. It's only fair. And if you love your man, you should have no problem giving him the cookie. Anyways, I love that. The keepers and the sports fish. He gave a great analogy of him going fishing, and when he catches the keeper, that's the fish that he wants to bring home. He wants to season up. He wants to keep it. He wants to savor it and eat it and enjoy it. No pun intended. The sports fish, on the other hand, that's the biggest fish that you could find, the one that you're going to show off, you're going to take pictures with, you're going to show to your buddies, and you're going to throw it right back into the water. Now, I'm pretty sure you can deduct what I'm trying to say between the keepers and the sports fish when it comes to women. Women who are keepers, those are the ones that they set the standards from jump. And that's what keepers do. They set standards and requirements of what it takes for that man to get them. And a lot of women don't understand that once a man, he can sense that from a mile away. If a man walks up to you and grab your butt and you giggle, you just set your standards and your requirements right there, which makes him see that you're going to let him get away with pretty much anything. If he grabs your butt and you slap him in the face, or you push him or curse him out and walk away, you set that standards, as in you're not one of those women that are going to take that crap. The sports fish are the one night stands, but not only the one night stands. Sports fish were kind of looked at negatively in the book, and I don't think that the sports fish should be looked at as negatively, because I think that sometimes women just do want to play the field. But you have to understand that once you're putting out the image of a sports fish, you're not going to be seen as a keeper. He will throw you back amongst the other sports fish. So decide now whether you want to be a keeper or you want to be a sports fish. Set your standards, set them high. There's a quote from the book that I really liked that had to kind of go along with the whole keeper and sports fish. Control what you can, your image, the way you conduct yourself, the way you let men talk to you and approach you. It's on page 182. It might be a different page in your book if you're reading it, but it did go along in the chapter with keepers and sports fish. You and you alone control how men treat you. We can't control men and we can't control what they do, but we can control how we interact with them and take what they're giving to us. What you can control is yourself and your image, and that's the most important thing. So do control it and conduct yourselves in ways that you're not going to be embarrassed of the next day. You just need to sit back and self-reflect. Self-reflection is an amazing thing, and see if, is the world viewing me the way I think they are? You never know. That leads us to our 90-day rule. Steve Harvey brought up in his book that when he got hired at a company, they had a 90-day rule. And only after the 90-day rule of him proving himself, then he can get the benefits of the company. So what he means by that to women and men is that the benefits is sex. The benefits is a future with us. The benefits is a family eventually, if that's what you're looking for. Show them how amazing of a person you are. Go on dates. Give them hugs, kisses. Make it something that's special. So when those 90 days are up, they've earned their benefits. My view on things is it doesn't necessarily have to be 90 days. It could be 6 months. It could be 9 months. It could be 2 days, but it just depends on if you feel like you're respecting yourself, if you feel like you can trust the person and you're not going to get an STD, you can do what you want. I don't feel like there should be rules to dating. I just feel like a lot of it just stems from us respecting ourselves. And the last thing that I want to speak about is, do you know how to be a woman? It may be a weird question and you're like, okay, what are you talking about, how to be a woman? But in this day and age where we live in, everything is, I'm an independent woman. I don't need a man. I don't need anyone to support me. Show these men that you need them in some way or form. He said, if there's something heavy in the house, don't lift it. If there's something that needs to be fixed, let him fix it. If there's garbage that needs to be taken out, let him take out the garbage. A man wants to do these things for his woman. That falls under providing. Just let him, Let them do it, and in the meantime say, baby, I appreciate it, baby, I love you. Just a simple encouragement can make the world of a difference, and then you'll see the shift and the change in people, and they just want to do what they gotta do. There's some things that I did not like. It was a little to black and white, and I wasn't seeing the gray areas. And I kind of understand why he didn't put that in there, because he just wanted to drive through with his opinion and show exactly what he meant. But it's not so black and white. And it doesn't necessarily mean that if he's protecting, providing, and professing his love for you, that he's treating you the way that you should be treated and you should stay with him. So there's a lot of other factors that come into it. So you should definitely go out and read it. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, just leave a comment down there and I will get back to you as soon as possible. For the next book, I'm going to be reading 50 Shades of Grey. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye.